Welcome back to Obsolete Automotive. I'm Austin, and today's video is more work on the 79 Dodge D200 Crew Cab. Haven't done a lot of work to this truck. First things was getting rid of the Chevy van wheels that was on the truck and found some more appropriate wheels. You can kind of see there is the spare. So this video shows getting the new wheels and tires, also putting a new exhaust system on. Well, new exhaust system from the muffler back, because this truck's muffler is exploded and the exhaust, the tailpipe was kind of missing a big piece. I'm not sure if people would really see or really want to see a work video that's hours and hours long, or would they rather see a shorter segment but split up. This video is kind of just showing the wheels and tires and some miscellaneous stuff, as well as the exhaust. And the weather hasn't been too forgiving. It's been very rainy as of late, and with your outdoor shop, well, you can't get a lot of work done when it starts pouring rain. So I'm going to have to try to get work done when the weather is favorable. Today is really nice, of course, so I'm going to try to get some stuff done today. But this video, you kind of see some of the progress on this truck, and stay tuned for more videos regarding this truck and other vehicles. As the weather allows, I'll do work. Anyways, if you like this video and others, be sure to give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out the Facebook group and my Patreon if you want to help out the channel and things like that. So I'll post links to that in the description. Anyways, enjoy the video and stay tuned for more. All right, got a set of 5. Just need to get some new tires. I keep this one as the spare since it's brand new. Probably was the spare for the Dodge van that this came off of. Actually, you can tell this was the spare because the paint's not wore off, so this has never been mounted on a truck. Another good thing about having these Dodge van wheels is I know a lot of people use Ford steel wheels on their trucks, but this one gives me that Pentastar. Next step, some off-white paint, some new rubber. While looking for new tires for my truck, I found out that they're kind of expensive for the LT 245/75 R16s, but discovered that new Mercedes Sprinter vans use Michelin tires normally as a factory tire in an LT 245/75 R16. So if you do a quick marketplace or Craigslist search, you can usually find a lot of new takeoffs. A lot of people use those as kind of off-road type all-terrain vehicles, so they take the factory wheels and tires off and swap on new off-road tires and wheels. So with that being said, I was able to find some somewhat local and pick them up for very reasonable. So saved a lot of money. So if you're looking for tires for your truck, be sure to look up Mercedes Sprinter van takeoffs, and you might luck out like I did. So these are Chevy wheels, and they're not supposed to fit over these axles. And I guess they beat them on, so I'm gonna have to beat them back off. This truck had a factory bed mount spare tire because it has the auxiliary tank in the very rear of the truck where the spare tire would normally go. This truck had one here behind the cab. I didn't have any of the original hardware, not sure what it even looked like, so I made the bracket there out of a piece of hardware from an old bumper hitch that I had laying around, and had to take my press and bend that flat. I then used a J-hook and wing nut out of a 70s Dodge sedan and got it all hooked up. So I think it looks pretty good, nice and secure. And now I got a place for the spare tire. Maybe I'll paint that red, you know, red piece a little nicer later on, because it kind of got the paint damaged when I was flattening it out. But nice and rugged looking nonetheless. Another thing I wanted to do was straighten out the rear bumper. Both sides were twisted and bent, so I hooked my come along up to the bumper and the other end to the tow hooks on my other truck, and then I just pulled them out straight. Looks a lot nicer, I think, and a lot more presentable. as you can see, the muffler has seen better days, as well as my tailpipe that's supposed to come out to here, but yeah, it's kind of missing a piece. So gonna get all that out. Oh, a little bit of twine there. Maybe that held the exhaust on for a brief moment in time. Just noticed this wallop in here. It might have been what took out the rest of the pipe. Anyways, let's get to cutting and ripping and pulling, get this old exhaust out. Now that I got the muffler out, right there's the valve for the tanks. So I've got a new one, since it'll be a lot easier to get to with the muffler not here. And that also might fix the fact that I can't get anything out of the auxiliary tank. Pretty sure this thing was replaced before, and the new one is pretty much identical. I will take this nut and washer off since I have a push-on plug, so I'll go ahead and take that off. So now all I gotta do is hook up the new one in place of this old one, and we'll put some new rubber hoses on, and should be good to go. Alright, installed. Just need to plug this plug in and good to go. course, in typical fashion, the part I ordered is not factory correct, so I need to get a coupler for this. I'm using the original exhaust hangers here, which kind of interesting. Never really seen them like this, where they just got clamps going up through there. This exhaust system actually ain't too bad. I got it off Rock Auto, and it said this tailpipe wouldn't fit a crew cab, I guess with a short bed, but I just cut it to fit. I just cut like a foot off of it. I mean, I was like, what could possibly be different between here and back? You know, I figured all the length would be up here. So, and yeah, it worked. Be better than a blown up muffler, that's for sure. And this will look kind of factory lock. Can't get an impact gun up in here with the way these things are. So doing it the old-fashioned ratchet way. That's probably pretty good now. These are good. Maybe better than factory. Okay, now we just got to put the end part of the exhaust on there, the very end of the tailpipe where it turns out behind the rear wheel. Not quite sure how this was originally. This is, fits on there as such. There's an exhaust hanger there, so somehow it bolted on. Almost like they just had it twisted. Okay. Figured I'd take the sticker off. See, always gotta use these crappy stickers that tear all to pieces. I guess most people wouldn't care, but trying to keep the aesthetics going here. And that's probably good enough for what is essentially a work truck. Okay, look at that. Just need to put 2 more clamps on, and then this exhaust is done. exhaust is on. Sure if I can be heard, but first real drive in the crew cab, doing truck stuff. Got a bunch of plants and mulch in the back, and the thing drives like really nice, super smooth, surprisingly smooth. I was so used to, I guess, rickety trucks that throw you around and beat you up, and this guy is like, what in the world? Okay, middle of the road, so I thought we was about to die. But yeah, I'll also say that it appears that the fuel gauge, the sending units are good. So there's an auxiliary tank switch down here, and when I pull it out, the gauge moves to a lower level because I only put like 4 gallons in the reserve tank, or the auxiliary tank, and I put like 12 gallons or something in the front tank. And now I got like half a tank on the gauge, so I don't even have to replace the floats or anything. I was half expecting the tanks to be jumped. So far everything seems to work. Got my new exhaust on, so it's actually quiet in the truck. Got my brand new Michelin's on the repainted 16-inch church van wheels. So this thing just drives like really nice. It makes my other trucks just seem like Conestoga wagons.